Hello. Check. Hello. Check. 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 Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Okay. Now. Headphone now. Oh. Good.
more excuses. I call school to the stand and accuse him of killing creativity, individuality, and being intellectually abusive. He's an ancient institution that has outlived his usage. So, Your Honor, this concludes my opening statement, and if I may present the evidence of my case, I will prove it.
Proceed.
Exhibit A. Here's a modern day phone. Recognize it? Here's a phone from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Stay with me. Here's a car from today, and here's a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Well, get this. Here's a classroom of today, and here's a class we used 150 years ago. Now ain't that a shame? In literally more than a century, nothing has changed. Yet you claim to prepare students for the future? But with evidence like that, I must ask, do you prepare students for the future or the past? I did a background check on you and let the record show that you were made to train people to work in factories, which explains why you put students in straight rows, nice and neat, tell them sit still, raise your hand if you want to speak, give them a short break to eat, and for 8 hours a day tell them what to think. Oh, and make them compete to get an A letter which determines product quality, hence grade A of meat. I get it. Back then times were different. We all have a past. I myself am no Gandhi. But today we don't need to make robot zombies. The world has progressed. And now we need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically, independently, with the ability to connect. See, every scientist will tell you that no two brains are the same. And every parent with 2 or more children will confirm that claim. So please explain why you treat students like cookie cutter frames or snapback hats, giving them this one-size-fits-all crap.
Watch your language.
Sorry, Your Honor, but if a doctor prescribed the exact same medicine... Albert Einstein once said, everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today on trial we have modern day schooling. Glad you could come. Not only does he make fish climb trees, but also makes them climb down and do a 10-mile run. Tell me, school, are you proud of the things you've done? Turning millions of people into robots, do you find that fun? Do you realize how many kids relate to that fish swimming upstream in class, never finding their gifts, thinking they are stupid, believing they are useless? Well, the time has come. No more excuses. I call school to the stand and accuse him of killing creativity, individuality, and being intellectually abusive. He's an ancient institution that has outlived his usage. So, Your Honor, this concludes my opening statement, and if I may present the evidence of my case, I will prove it.
Proceed.
Exhibit A. Here's a modern day phone. Recognize it? Here's a phone from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Stay with me. Here's a car from today, and here's a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Well, get this. Here's a classroom of today, and here's a class we used 150 years ago. Now ain't that a shame? In literally more than a century, nothing has changed. Yet you claim to prepare students for the future? But with evidence like that, I must ask, do you prepare students for the future or the past? I did a background check on you and let the record show that you were made to train people to work in factories, which explains why you put students in straight rows, nice and neat, tell them sit still, raise your hand if you want to speak, give them a short break to eat, and for 8 hours a day tell them what to think. Oh, and make them compete to get an A letter which determines product quality, hence grade A of meat. I get it. Back then times were different. We all have a past. I myself am no Gandhi. But today we don't need to make robot zombies. The world has progressed. And now we need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically, independently, with the ability to connect. See, every scientist will tell you that no two brains are the same. And every parent with 2 or more children will confirm that claim. So please explain why you treat students like cookie cutter frames or snapback hats, giving them this one-size-fits-all crap.
Watch your language.
Sorry, Your Honor, but if a doctor prescribed the exact same medicine to all of his patients, the results would be tragic. So many people would get sick, yet when it comes to school, this is exactly what happens. This educational malpractice, where one teacher stands in front of 20 kids, each one having different strengths, different needs, different gifts, different dreams, and you teach the same thing the same way? That's horrific. Ladies and gentlemen, the defendant should not be acquitted. This may be one of the worst criminal offenses ever to be committed. And let's mention the way you treat your employees.
Objection. Overruled. I want to hear this.
It's a shame. I mean, Teachers have the most important job on the planet, yet they're underpaid? No wonder so many students are short-changed. Let's be honest. Teachers should earn just as much as doctors, because a doctor can do heart surgery and save the life of a kid, but a great teacher can reach the heart of that kid and allow him to truly Albert Einstein once said, everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability, a world in which I believe, a world where fish are no longer forced to climb trees. I'll rest my case. Albert Einstein once said, everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its population. They are 100% are no longer forced to climb trees. I'll rest my case. Albert Einstein once said, everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its
survival of the fittest is the bond. World is changing. To make
I want children.
The revolutionary concept of Project Indiegood has triggered the winds of change in the entire film industry and will bestow excellence awards in 8 categories. Celebrate the culture.
problem, no? Hello? 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 Oh. Hello? 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 Award. Hall of Fame കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് entire thing.
Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello. Check. Hello. Hello.
ഹലോ അതെ പോവാ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞു ഇത് പറഞ്ഞു പിന്നെ ഇതിന്റെ മുന്നിലാണ് വീഡിയോ കളിക്കേണ്ടത് അല്ലേ ടു ഡു ദി ഓണേഴ്സ് ഐ വുഡ് ലൈക്ക് ടു ഇൻവൈറ്റ് അപ്പ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വീഡിയോ
ഹലോ ചെക്ക് സംസാരിച്ചു
ഹലോ ഹലോ
സൗണ്ട്
അതെ വല്ലാത്ത സൗണ്ട് വേണ്ട ശബ്ദം ഹലോ ഹലോ
ഹലോ ചെക്ക് ഹലോ ഹലോ കുറക്കണേ പറയണേ
അതെ
നാട്ടിലെ സൗദിയൊക്കെ അവന്മാര് ഓഫ് ചെയ്യണം
Einstein once said, everybody's a genius. Albert Einstein once said, everybody's a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today on trial we have Albert Einstein once said, Albert Einstein once said, everybody's a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability, that's my case.
check. Hello. Hello.
The revolutionary concept of Project Indiewood has triggered the winds of change in the entire film industry. The foundation, which was laid during the first edition at Cochin by the visionary Hollywood director Sohan Roy, has now taken wings. With an aim to integrate the entire film industry, Indiewood left no stone unturned to initiate worthwhile contributions to the industry. Organized in the city of Cochin from 15th to 19th November 2015, the first edition showcasing All Lights India International Film Festival and Indiewood Film Market 2015 flagship events of Indiewood Film Carnival were just baby steps which took the project Indiewood to a whole new level altogether. The 5-day extravaganza created history in the field of entertainment, making it a hottest affair in town. The second edition of Indiewood Film Carnival was organized under the aegis of K. Chandrasekhar Rao, Chief Minister, Government of Telangana, and supported by Talasani Srinivas Yadav, Minister of Cinematography, at the largest integrated film studio in the world, Ramoji Film City, from September 24 to 27, 2016. 15 events, 4 days, and 1 destination. The carnival included All Lights India International Film Festival, which showcased 135 of the best and finest movies from all parts of the world, catering to variant and varied tastes of audiences. Indiewood Film Market became a single converging point for global buyers to meet and connect and facilitate sales and promotion of their projects. The carnival attracted 200 potential investors from different sectors and saw the presence of 2,700 delegates from over 73 countries. Indiewood Talent Hunt and Miss Indiewood 2016 provided a never-before platform for young talented artists to showcase their talents and open for them an exclusive gateway to stardom. The opening ceremony of the carnival kick-started with International Film Business Awards that honored the best of movie business. Indiewood Excellence Awards honored professionals and renowned business giants for their CSR activities and contributions to the medical, media, and maritime industry. The much-awaited and talked-about investors' meet at the Film Carnival became a platform to facilitate and create viable business environment for top business professionals and entrepreneurs. This year's investors' meet witnessed the coming together of giants from the maritime, medical, CSR, and the media sector respectively. Film business quiz, projects and product launches, and media interactions provided a never-before opportunity to the delegates to learn, enjoy, and stay connected with the latest happenings in the cinema business. Indiewood Interactions facilitated interesting talks, seminars, and workshops by pioneers of the industry. The event also witnessed Master Class in Cinematic Virtual Reality Filmmaking, the first of its kind in India. The Film Carnival also encouraged and engaged film delegates to explore the blend of cinema and culture and unwind themselves with a heavenly ride to the exotic locales in India through film tourism. One of the major highlights of Indiewood Film Carnival turned out to be the launch of the first mega international 3D project, Burning Wells, co-directed by I.V. Shashi and Sohan Roy. Based on the infamous Kuwait War of 1990, this $25 million movies script was released with tremendous fanfare during the Mega Carnival. The event closing ceremony concluded with Golden Frame Awards that recognized cinematic excellence and rewarded the best movies shown at the festival. 4 fun-filled and star-studded days at Indiewood Film Carnival redefined cinema experience for audiences from all over the world. From short film shoots to festivals at multiplexes, evening shows to food courts, Indiewood Film Carnival became a platform for new initiations and entertainment. Indiewood Film Carnival shall return once again to Ramoji Film City, Hyderabad from the 1st of December to the 4th of December 2017. It will be 3 times bigger than its forerunners in magnitude and the attendance of delegates. The flagship events of the Film Carnival, All Nights India International Film Festival 2017 and Indiewood Film Market 2017 shall also expand its horizons this year. While the film festival shall showcase 250 movies, including 75 red carpet screenings, IAFM, South Asia's biggest film and trade exhibition, shall encompass various verticals of the film industry. The market shall also include special country pavilions, regional pavilions, and will bestow excellence awards in 8 categories. Indiewood Talent Hunt, the next generation platform to stardom, shall judge talented artists in 19 different categories. This is one-of-a-kind event that marks the beginning of a new journey for every individual to realize their dreams. With a promise to get bigger and much better, while seeking a new destination to spread its wings again, Indiewood Film Carnival is all set to continue its exciting journey to bring the world of cinema together. Indiewood Film Carnival. Celebrate the culture. The revolutionary concept of Project Indiewood has triggered the winds of change in the entire film industry. The foundation, which was laid during the first edition at Cochin by the visionary Hollywood director Sohan Roy, has now taken wings, with an aim to integrate the entire film industry.
Good afternoon to all. Before we start with the event, I would like to bring forward a small short video, a very, very thought-provoking video, a very interesting video. Just please have a look at it.
Albert Einstein once said, "Everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today on trial we have modern day schooling. Glad you could come. Not only does he make fish climb trees, but also makes them climb down and do a 10-mile run. Tell me, school, are you proud of the things you've done? Turning millions of people into robots, do you find that fun? Do you realize how many kids relate to that fish? Swimming upstream in class, never finding their gifts, thinking they are stupid, believing they are useless. Well, the time has come, no more excuses. I call school to the stand and accuse him of killing creativity, individuality, and being intellectually abusive. He's an ancient institution that has outlived his usage. So, Your Honor, this concludes my opening statement, and if I may present the evidence of my case, I will prove it.
Proceed.
Exhibit A. Here's a modern day phone. Recognize it? Here's a phone from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Stay with me. Here's a car from today, and here's a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Well, get this. Here's a classroom of today, and here's a class we used 150 years ago. Now ain't that a shame? In literally more than a century, nothing has changed. Yet you claim to prepare students for the future? But with evidence like that, I must ask, do you prepare students for the future or the past? I did a background check on you and let the record show that you were made to train people to work in factories, which explains why you put students in straight rows, nice and neat, tell them sit still, raise your hand if you want to speak, give them a short break to eat, and for 8 hours a day tell them what to think. Oh, and make them compete to get an A letter which determines product quality, hence grade A of meat. I get it. Back then times were different. We all have a past. I myself am no Gandhi. But today we don't need to make robot zombies. The world has progressed, and now we need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically, independently, with the ability to connect. See, every scientist will tell you that no two brains are the same, and every parent with 2 or more children will confirm that claim. So please explain why you treat students like cookie cutter frames or snapback hats, giving telling them this one-size-fits-all crap.
Watch your language.
Sorry, Your Honor, but if a doctor prescribed the exact same medicine to all of his patients, the results would be tragic. So many people would get sick, yet when it comes to school, this is exactly what happens. This educational malpractice, where one teacher stands in front of 20 kids, each one having different strengths, different needs, different gifts, different dreams, and you teach the same thing the same way? That's horrific. Ladies and gentlemen, the defendant should not be acquitted. This may be one of the worst criminal offenses ever to be committed. And let's mention the way you treat your employees.
Objection. Overruled. I want to hear this.
It's a shame. I mean, teachers have the most important job on the planet, yet they're underpaid? No wonder so many students are short-changed. Let's be honest. Teachers should earn just as much as doctors, because a doctor can do heart surgery and save the life of a kid. But a great teacher can reach the heart of that kid and allow him to truly live. See, teachers are heroes that often get blamed, but they're not the problem. They work in a system without many options or rights. Curriculums are created by policymakers, most of which have never taught a day in their life. Just obsessed with standardized tests. They think bubbling in a multiple choice question will determine success. That's outlandish. In fact, these tests are too cruel to be used and should be abandoned, but don't take my word for it. Take Frederick J. Kelly, the man who invented standardized testing, who said, and I quote, "These tests are too cruel to be used and should be abandoned." Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if we continue down this road, the results will be lethal. I don't have much faith in school, but I do have faith in people. And if we can customize healthcare, cars, and Facebook pages, then it is our duty to do the same for education, to upgrade and change and do away with school spirit, because that's useless unless we're working to bring the spirit out of each and every student. That should be our task. No more Common Core. Instead, let's reach the core of every heart in every class. Sure, math is important, but no more than art or dance. Let's give every gift an equal chance. I know this sounds like a dream, but countries like Finland are doing impressive things. They have shorter school days, teachers make a decent wage, homework is non-existent, and they focus on collaboration instead of competition. But here's the kicker, boys and girls. Their educational system outperforms every other country in the world. Other places like Singapore are succeeding rapidly. Schools like Montessori, programs like Khan Academy, there is no single solution. But let's get moving, because while students may be 20% of our population, they are 100% of our future. So let's attend to their dreams, and there's no telling what we can achieve. This is a world in which I believe, a world where fish are no longer forced to climb trees. I'll rest my case.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Indiewood Education Excellence Award 2017 UAE chapter. Before we start, let me inform that this event is broadcasted live on www.indiewood.co.in/live. I would like to repeat, www.indiewood.co.in/live. So you have any of your family members, your colleagues who would like to witness this event live, please do drop in a word with them. I, on behalf of the Indiewood team and on my personal behalf, extend a very warm welcome to all you present here for the Indiewood Education Excellence Award. Thank you for your gracious presence this evening, and we hope we will have a good time together. Indiewood Education Excellence Award UAE chapter is an initiative of Project Indiewood, a $10 million project initiated by an upcoming consortium of 2,000 Indian corporates and multimillionaires to boost the Indian economy under the armor of the government of Telangana. Today, our main sponsors for this ceremony are Aries International Interiors Limited and Aries International Maritime Research Institute, and associate sponsor Aries Astrado Technologies. To have a look into what Indiewood Education Excellence Award is, we have a short video. Please join with us.
Survival of the fittest is the basic principle of the existence of life. In a competitive world, the efficient ones will rule the inefficient ones to decide the destiny of their nation. The future of every nation depends on its human resource efficiency, which is decided by the country's education system. Education is not just about studying and getting good marks, but about imbibing knowledge, skills, values and beliefs. With the advent of technological innovations, there is no arguing that over the years, learning has changed, and so have the ways of evaluation and measurement of people's achievements. With access to extensive amount of information, learning is at much quicker rate, and students get the chance to develop their own learning style. The use of blackboards, whiteboards and chalk have been replaced with smartboards, LCD projectors, video streaming, theaters and document scanners, and options like flexible learning, podcasts, web chats and online learning, which have opened education options to people from a range of educational backgrounds and careers. However, basically, education is the transformation of a student to a professional of his choice and talent who knows the practical application of the theory he learned from a book or a teacher for the development of the society. Due to various drain holes in the system, the process fails to serve its purpose, and most of the trained students become ignorant, inefficient, and dissatisfied ones whose talent never matches with their careers. When the academy graduates fail to meet the industry requirements, it becomes the biggest drain hole for the employers to lose their money and reputation. To plug these drain holes, we need to have born trainers, easy learning content, focused classrooms, reduced mental strain, efficient evaluation system, and industry-supported career guidance cell. AIMRI, the research and development wing of ARIES Group, was formed in 2012 with a vision to bridge the gap between the industry and the education sector by introducing the efficiency management system in both the fields. Utilizing the digital revolution that happened in audio-visual fields, acoustically designed classrooms with high-definition projection and surround system were introduced. To develop a trainer-less training system, gifted trainers with the best presentation skills were called in to take classes in front of multiple cameras for one time. Digital animation and 3D content generation studios were set up to enhance content quality for better and easy understanding. Digital monitoring to ensure a 100% attendance and a minimum 70% score for all students successfully got introduced. FSM and time software was introduced to have the efficiency management system in place, where the student will be competing with himself on a daily basis for making his today better than yesterday. Training time drastically got reduced by 80%, and more effectively, more than 200 professionals got trained and placed in the industry on a trial basis. They all started working independently from the first day onward in the industry without making mistakes out of ignorance and inexperience. Understanding the effectiveness of the trainerless training system using multiple audio tracks for providing training in mother tongue, the Dubai government signed a 5-year 111 million dirham contract with AIMRI to develop a system to train 20,000 professionals in around 400 courses. We believe that the education system in our country shall continue to flourish in the coming years as well, providing the students with opportunity to realize their full potential and enabling them to be active members of their own learning communities. Our vision is to standardize the Indian education system to have the same level of classrooms, syllabus content, practical outlook, and efficient evaluation system even in our villages, which can be exported to the whole world in future. Indywood Education Excellence Awards salutes all those organizations and individuals who have changed with the passing time to imbibe new technology and create skillful and resourceful individuals who can contribute for the betterment of the world we live in. It's a first of its kind initiative being organized to recognize and facilitate the efforts made by schools, educators and administrators to impart quality education under multiple categories from across the country. It celebrates the achievements of professionals and organizations who offer consistent and significant contribution and whose uniqueness and innovation have inspired the field of education in India. Indywood Education Excellence Awards is being organized as a part of the project Indywood, a revolutionary $10 billion project initiated by a consortium of 2,000 Indian corporates and billionaires to elevate the Indian film industry to be at par or above its peers in the next 5 years. Since visual media has to play a major role in the transformation of our education system, Indywood shall join hands in this noble voyage by converting theatres and home theatres as tuition theatres, studios for content generation, and celebrities as content presenters. Indywood Talent Clubs shall be initiated in all schools and colleges to promote Indywood Talent Hunt. World is changing. To make India a developed country in near future, we need to change the system. And to make the system change, we need to bring the change in ourselves. Take this as an opportunity to dream. Join hands with Indywood. Let's dream together. Future begins here.
To start with, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Sohan Roy, the founder director, Indywood Film Carnival. Mr. Sohan Roy is an accomplished performance-driven professional and a proven leader who has been credited with pioneering innovations in movie, media, maritime, and medical industry. His first directorial Hollywood venture, Dam 999, was a thought-provoking movie on dams and its effect on human life. The movie was well appreciated and found its place in many national and international film circuits. The movie also garnered 5 Oscar selections in 3 categories, including Best Picture, Original Song, and Original Score. Sir, I request you kindly to address our audience.
Good afternoon. Right now, you are sitting in a different world. This is the future classroom. In fact, it's a 5-year-old classroom. This was designed and developed by a group of engineers. Basically, this is a research institute. I can say maybe this is the only industrial research institute in the entire maritime industry. It's called AIMRI, Aries International Maritime Research Institute. I'm basically a ship designer, a naval architect, but I know your field is totally different, but we have a connection. I'm also from a teacher's family. My father was a teacher, mother was a teacher, sister was a teacher. Brother is also still is a professor in a university. He's also a naval architect. But I landed up in the industrial arena. Recently, I went to one of the Indian schools in Kuwait. So I was addressing the 12th standard students. I asked them, how many of them were well prepared to get into their profession, or how many of them had designed their career? I was so surprised that not even a single student in front of me could raise his arm. I was expecting at least few, because even if it's an Indian school, it is in one of the developed countries. That's the problem with our system. India was having the world's first university once, but now the products coming out of the universities or the schools, whatever it is, they struggle to design their career, or they land up in a wrong place. The best example is me, actually. I directed my first drama in my life at the age of 10, when I was a 5th standard student. That time onwards, every year I used to direct at least one drama every year in my school. But none of my teachers never told me I should select that as my field. My parents, they were teachers, they never told me I should select it as my career. Even I failed to identify myself. Even I was the best poetry writer in my district, but nobody told me I should focus on poetry. In the university, I was university first in the cartoon. Nobody told me I should focus on the cartoons. But ultimately, since my brother was an architect, I was also following his footsteps, landed up in naval architecture. But after my engineering, I thought it's too late. I need to go back to my dream. But it was too late. I tried almost 6 months I spent in the film field. Then I had to come back because it was too late. Then I spent almost 16 years in my career. I did my 100% sincere job on my profession, but my dream was hounding me. Then only I took a diploma in the film direction and production, then I made this damn triple N and other things. But I am 100% sure that I am not alone in this world. More than 90% of the people, especially from India, they face this problem. The society makes them choose something else. You will be a satisfied person in your career only if your profession, your talent, your passion and your experience meet together. Right now I am from the industry. I know how many of my employees are really satisfied employees. Their talents are some other fields, but they are forced to do their job. It is time to change. There is a total change required from the very beginning so that an effective education system we can implement, so that students can identify their real talent. A system can divert that person to the right field at the right time. You must be thinking, what is the role of cinema industry into the education? I'm telling you frankly, from my experience from the film field, the best educational tool, the most effective educational tool in the world is the visual media. Unfortunately, we are not making use of the real potential of this tool into our education. Whatever we learn from a book, maybe in 6 months or 1 year, a movie can deliver it in 3 hours. Just take the case of movie Titanic. You watched that movie maybe 2 decades back. If you teach that script in a school, it will take minimum 1 year. But in 3 hours, the entire people who watched that movie, they understood about the sea life, everything, the entire story, the emotions, feeling everything, and still everyone can remember, recollect, they can reproduce. Still that emotions haunt them. Just imagine all our educational study materials were made in this particular format. That is one thing. Then thing is how to deliver it. You can watch a movie in a computer, you can watch a movie in a TV, and you can watch it in a theater. What is the difference? Whatever you watch in a theater, why those movies, why you still remember? In the theater, you are fully focused. Whatever you should watch only is delivered on the screen. Your eyes are not getting anything else, because you have an angle of vision of 140 degrees. In the theater, once the lights are switched off, only the screen, the material, what is delivered in the screen is coming to your brain. The only sound, there are thousands of sounds all around you always in a normal classroom. The sound of the birds, sound of the traffic, everything is all around, and the classroom, the present classrooms are fitted with sufficient ventilation, sufficient doors and windows to bring all these unwanted sounds. Brain is confused when the teacher is delivering something. It is clubbed with hundreds of other noises. Even the teacher's voice, if it is enhanced using a sound system, it is getting bounced and the students are getting confused. The brain is getting confused. But in a enclosed theater like this, only sound, what we have designed, what is delivered, it is coming to your brain, and rest everything is, these are all acoustic panels. Rest everything is absorbed. There is no confusion for your brain. So in this kind of classrooms, we have trained hundreds of engineers. Not even a single student has come up to this classroom with a sheet of paper and pen. But they have all left the room with the entire information. Whatever we wanted to deliver, we clearly delivered. That is education. Education, the information from a teacher or a book, that is to be delivered. Nowhere it is said that a teacher should stand in front of the student and he should keep on talking and the student should keep on writing it. His memory test should be done. As long as you don't know the practical application of A plus B the whole square, what is the use of spending days and months to learn those things? We are developing a new system. We are trying to propagate this. Today, we have selected the best brands, educational brands, especially in this country. We are coming from different parts. Recently, it was over with Kerala state, different states of India. We are conducting this kind of things. We are identifying the real brand ambassadors. In fact, this award is the real award that you are going to get in your life. In many places, many times, to get an award, either you have to sponsor something or you have to chase the award presenters. Here, we have selected the people according to your talent, according to your reputation in the market. We have identified. So this is the real best recognition that you can get. But you have a responsibility. You are going to be the brand ambassador of this new concept. As the video said, the world is changing. We need to change our mindset. It is too late for us to change to educate us again, but it is easy for us to educate the next generation in a different way. India, we are all from India. India is only a developing country. I have seen the country, the UAE, growing the last 25 years. Right in front of my eyes, I saw a developing country become a developed country. Why is not happening in a place like India? It's our responsibility. We need to join hands. The 1.2 billion people, if they think the same frequency, at least the next generation can be brought in a different way. Indiewood is trying to make an eye-opener. We are trying to introduce the new generation classrooms all over India. The entire theaters in India, we are going to open the doors for the education. From morning 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock, all the theaters in India in future will be used as tuition theaters. Within 6 months, that project is going to start. A lot of content generations happening. You must know about the Byju's app and other things. So many very effective education systems. They are all making hundreds of educational contents. A lot of animation companies are coming up. They are all working on content generations. You don't need to have n number of contents for the same subject. We can share. So for that, we need to have an integrated system. Otherwise, the same people will keep on making the same content which is already available in the industry. We need to share. When you make 10, let others make 10 and let us share together. So that system we are going to introduce. And also, the future home theaters. Home theaters are no more an entertainment tool. It is going to be the educational tool. In every home, you need to have the best home theaters. Nowadays, the technology is so advanced. You can have a 4K Atmos home theater at very less cost. Even for 10 lakhs, you can have the best theater. Even for 5 lakhs also you can make. 5 lakhs is hardly $10,000. Less than $10,000. That also you can. Maybe the acoustic materials you need to compromise. That's all. Otherwise, the projectors are very cheap. For $1,000 also you will get a nice projector these days. But the content, it is our responsibility. We will make sure the contents are available. If you can change your mindset, I know that the government rules will take time to change, but we are trying in that way also to change the system. Entire thing, the syllabus should be changed, the exam system should be changed. We don't need memory tests. That is not what we require. We need to have a system where the real talent of the students are identified in a very easy manner. For that, we can have lot of ways how the student can monitor himself, how his today can be better than his yesterday. Every student should compete with himself. He should not compete with the next person sitting in the class. That is the system we need to have. We already developed the softwares. Everything is actually in place. It's a matter of time. We will surely come and give a free demonstration of all these things. Only thing is, you should have that mindset to change yourself. Otherwise, the same system, what we have been following for the 150 years, same thing will continue. We will spoil our next generation. It should not happen. And Indiewood, as part of transforming the entire Indian film industry, we know that it will happen. Our dream is within 5 years, Indian film industry should stand one step ahead of Hollywood, because India is producing the maximum number of movies in the world. India is having the 40% world market share in theatre admissions, but unfortunately still it is at least 20 years behind Hollywood. We need to change it. We are going to make a total change. For that, we need to have the technology, we need to have the money, we need to have the industry support, and we need to have the talent. Where is the talent coming from? It is very difficult to change the mindset of the present professionals in the industry, but it is very easy to change the mindset of the future talents. Those talents are with you. That's why that is the importance of the education field. That is the connection between the Indiewood and education. The future talents, what we are looking for the transformation of Indian film industry, is sitting in one of the schools or college right now. We need to identify them. We need your help. That's why we are going to start the Indiewood talent clubs all over India, all over all the Indian schools across the world. We need to identify maybe 1 or 2 students only in every school, but we need those real talents. Rest everything, we have the potential. We have investors. We can buy the technology. The entire industry is with us. But without the real talent for the future, this project will not work out. So we need your help. We will surely come back to you, and let us join hands and understand again, you are going to be the brand ambassadors of this project. Please help us. Let us work together. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us. Now, I would like to invite our chief guest of the day, Srimati Sumati Vasudev, Council Head, Press Information, Education, Counselor, Community Affairs and Welfare, Consulate General of India, Dubai, to the dais. Please, ma'am, can you join us? I believe she must not be able to attend the event. Moving forward, we have another special guest who have come to grace this occasion, Professor Bjorn Survey. I hope I got that name right, sir. Thank you so much. The counselor of the American University of Sharjah. Education, as you know, forms the basic socio-economic framework of our society, helping us to cope up with the difficulties we encounter and mitigate challenges in our lives. It is a prerequisite for the harmonious functioning of our community and facilitate the development of our country. It is due to education that our society today is job-oriented, unemployment has been reduced, and productivity has been increased. To illustrate more on the importance of education in our lives, let's have a small video presentation. Please join with us.
So here's what happened. Back in the day, Finland's schools sucked on the level that ours suck on. When they tested the world's kids, both Finland and us were usually about the same, somewhere down the list of nations. But Finland didn't like that. So they tried some new ideas, and in no time, Finland shot to the top of the world. Their students were number 1. How did they do that? That was the one question I wanted an answer to, and I went straight to see the enemy's Minister of Education. Before I could say anything, she blurted out their top secret.
They do not have homework.
Wait, so you reduce the homework you give them at school?
Yes. They should have more time to be kids, to be youngsters, to enjoy the life.
So they have no homework. What if all they want to do is climb a tree?
They could climb a tree, yeah. They can climb a tree, then they learn how to climb a tree. But they'll end up, while climbing the tree, probably finding out about different insects, and they can come to the school next day telling me about what they found.
Compared to the older kids, how many hours a day do the younger ones go to school?
Mondays 3 hours, Tuesdays 4 hours. It varies. It's 20 hours a week.
So they're, oh man. Now, does this 3 or 4 hours at school include the lunch hour?
Yes.
How are they learning anything? How are you getting anything done?
Your brain has to relax every now and then. If you just constantly work, then you stop learning. And there's no use of doing that for a longer period of time.
Finland students have the shortest school days and the shortest school years in the entire Western world. They do better by going to school less.
Here it's so student-centered that when we had to redo our playground, they had the architects come in and talk to the kids.
Will they listen to?
Yes, there are things on our playground that the students really wanted.
We try to teach them to be happy person, to be respect others and respect yourself.
You're concerned with their happiness.
Oh yeah.
What the hell do you teach?
I teach math.
So the math teacher says the first thing out of your mouth of what you wanted these students to get out of school was to be happy, to have a happy life.
Yep.
And you're the math teacher.
Yeah.
When do they have their time to play and socialize with their friends and grow as human beings? Because there's so much more life around than just school.
You want them to play?
I want children to play.
And that was the principle.
That was a very informative video indeed. Now we have a panel discussion where experts of this field shall discuss on the topic methods, media and technology in facilitating learning. I would like to invite Mrs. Rafia Zafar Ali, Principal, Private School, on stage, please. She would be the moderator of this panel discussion. She is a reputed educational professional with over 4 decades of experience in the field of education. During her professional tenure, as she has served as a principal for more than 25 years in various institutions of India and abroad. She has an inspiring influence and is a key force of constant motivation for entire leader fraternity. Ma'am, thank you for coming, and I request you to take over the dais and the discussion forward.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As I think that our educational council is not here, so I will begin from this Vice Chancellor of American University, Vice Chancellor of Rak Medical College, and the most eminent person, Mr. Sohan Roy. Good afternoon to everyone. For this panel discussion, you see that 3 panelists are there. Out of that, the first one, the name of the first one is only our reputed, eminent, great personality, Mr. Sohan Roy. And I believe that today is his birthday. And that is why the name of his companies has been named Aries. So, sir, wish you a very happy birthday. And Aries is the sign which takes you to heights, and that you have proved. So we are very fortunate to be here on this day. So the panelists who are here, the first is Mr. Sohan Roy. So should I introduce him? Because he has spoken so much. He is one of the panelists and he has already spoken. And you see that when I was going through his profile, it was, you see that I was wondering where to start and where to end. Because you see that he is award-winning Hollywood film director, CEO and founder of Aries Group of Companies, naval architect, writer, poet, with Guinness Book and Oscar entries. Accomplished performance-driven professional and a proven leader credited with pioneering innovations in film, media, maritime and medical industries. Any field, sir, you have left? And moreover, I liked very much when he told that in childhood, whatever passion you have, that somebody has to say that follow this. So, and moreover, India's first Hollywood director with mainstream Oscar entries, directed the first film from India to qualify for Golden Rooster Awards, Chinese Oscar 2012, founder and CEO of Aries Group of Companies UAE, a global consortium of 43 companies operating in 15 countries. Media specialist who owns 2 global TV channels with a state-of-the-art production houses and studios. Director, project designer, and producer of award-winning Hollywood movies and documentaries that earned international accolades, including 23 Oscar selections and 127 international recognitions. Listed amongst the top 50 Indian business leaders in the Arab world by Forbes 2015 and 2016, and recipient of many awards like Global Indian of the Year 2014 award, Indira Gandhi Sadbhavna Award 2013, K.R. Narayanan Foundation Award for the year 2011, etc. Promoter of Aries Plex, one of the India's biggest multiplexes. This is not complete. This is only a little introduction about him. Now the another panelist is Dr. S.V. Kota Reddy. Welcome, sir. Dr. Reddy did his bachelor's. He is academic president and Manipal University, Dubai. Dr. Reddy did his bachelor's in mechanical engineering from the Marathwada University, master degree in refrigeration and air conditioning from Coimbatore Institute of Technology, and the PhD from IIT Mumbai. He has 27 years of teaching, research and administrative experience. Dr. Kota served as principal of Medha College of Engineering, Hyderabad from November 2008 to August 2009, and he joined Manipal University, Dubai as the chairperson of engineering programs in the year 2009, and currently he is the academic president of Manipal University, Dubai campus. He has published many research papers in international journals and conferences, and his R&D projects on heat pump assisted dryer and hybrid air conditioning system have won the national awards for excellence in HVAC and R. He is a member of American Society of Heating, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Engineers and life member of Indian Society of Heating, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Engineers. He has been awarded MAGEX 2016 award instituted by Manipal Global Education, Bangalore, for the best academic administration. He has also bagged the award for outstanding contribution to education, presented at the Middle East Education Leadership Awards by Asian Confederation of Businesses with CMO Asia at the Address Hotel, Dubai, UAE on 5th October 2016. Welcome, sir. Our next panelist is Dr. Ranendra Narayan Saha. Please come to dais, sir. He is the director, BITS Pilani, Dubai. Dr. Ranendra Narayan Saha is Senior Professor of Pharmacy and Director of BITS Pilani, Dubai. He has about 36 years of teaching, research and administrative experience in the field of pharmacy, especially in pharmaceutics, novel drug delivery system and pharmacokinetics. He has been awarded with the Best Pharmacy Teacher Award in the year 2005 by Association of Pharmaceuticals Teachers of India. Shri B.K. Birla and Shrimati Sarla Birla Chair Professorship by BITS Pilani in the year 2011. Pharmacy Professional of the Year 2013 by Indian Association of Pharmaceutical Scientists and Technologists. So all these awards were to his credit. He has successfully completed several projects funded by industries and government funding agencies. One controlled release product designed by Dr. Saha has been granted Indian patent and launched to Indian market. Presently he is working on projects sponsored by industries. He has published more than 100 papers in international national journals and presented more than 100 papers in international conferences, seminars, symposiums. He is also member of many scientific associations and societies like Association of Pharmaceutical Teachers of India, Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Indian Society of Technical Education, Controlled Release Society, USA, American Association of Pharmaceutical Scientists, USA, American Chemical Society, USA, Controlled Release Society, Indian chapter. So we welcome all the panelists, and I'm sure that with their presence and with the topic which is chosen, such a good topic which is very relevant, like method, media, technology and learning. So we will begin, I think that with our eminent personality, Mr. Sohan Rai. I think the discussion will begin from him only, because he has so many things in his mind, and moreover, he is very much associated not only with methods, with method and media and technology altogether. So sir, you have already introduced something in your introduction. So for this panel discussion also, I think that better if we begin from you only.
See, we are from two sides of the coin, because I am from the industry side and you are the people who develop the products required for the industry. See, the maximum damage I have done in the industry is during the first year of my industrial adaptation, that is the first year of my service. When I finished my college, I thought I know everything, and I came to the industry without knowing the real pulse of the industry, made all the mistakes. I know that my first employer suffered a lot because of me, and this is what happens with everyone. In our company also, this was the biggest problem, biggest drain hole in our system. Our reputation was in big danger. There was a lot of job delays, cash loss, everything was happening because of the freshers, because we had a policy that the average age of the company should be 28. So we were forced to take youngsters from the industry directly without instead of taking people, the experienced people from the industry, we directly tried to take a lot of people from the engineering colleges and diploma holders. These people came, and the first year they made n number of problems. Okay, and this is what exactly happening in the entire industry nowadays. After that, we decided, there's a solution. If there is a problem, there is a solution. We decided there should be a bridge between the industry and the school. They should be, before where they put into the industry, they should be well educated about the pulse, the real pulse of the industry, the awareness, whatever mistakes that done by their seniors should be taught in advance, so that the employer, they don't need to suffer from them. That's why actually the very purpose of starting even this AIMRI was one of the main reason for that one. Before starting AIMRI itself, we parallelly started this concept. We started we took the freshers, we started training them before sending them to the into the field. But it was very, very effective. From the very first day of their employment, they started working independently without making much mistake. The complaints got reduced. It became our best marketing tool, because the clients were more comfortable. They started getting reports well in advance, so no reworks. So they started referring to other clients that, okay, you go and take the inspectors from areas. They're better trained. This is what exactly lacked, what I find out the real lacking in the present education system. There is a gap between the industry and the present, all the educational organizations. That is the first thing you need to correct. You should make a bridge between. You should understand where your product are going to be placed in future. So the placement cell should have a clear-cut idea of what is the real requirement of the industry. That industry culture should be taught. How to behave in the industry, it is not taught in the university level. And also the practical applications, it's really missing. But for giving all this training, I know that among the 100 students in a class, these 100 students will be going to different fields. So better, if you, as I said before, if you can design their career in a better way, identifying their real talent, if you can segregate these groups separately and give a separate training parallelly, you bring industry people to your academy side, give a training once in a while, so that they will get a better culture. Otherwise, these people will come to the industry. If they want to leave, all of a sudden they will give a resignation letter and leave. But there is a professional way of leaving a company. Still, I am so happy to take back many employees who left our company, because professionally, whoever left, I know many people, they live in a very professional way. They come, they give a resignation letter, they make sure the operation is not affected, they make sure a replacement is brought in, they train everything, they hand over everything, because I know that they are living for maybe a much after getting a very good offer or something. So we cannot stop them, but there is a way they can leave, because tomorrow if they find out a problem over there, they can easily come back. I'll be the first person to take them back. But this is what missing with many people. They just, whoever want to leave, they blindly give a resignation letter and leave, and whatever. And the moment they step out of the company, they use all the bad mouth about the company. If the other employee, because many times I never take an employee during an interview. If the candidate says any bad thing about the previous employer, I will never ever take him, because this is the same thing he is going to do next time when he is going to attend another interview. So these things actually, this training should be given from the school days, college days itself. I think you should make it as a part of your curriculum and syllabus.
I think that now I will request Dr. Kota to just give some updates about this. And I fully agree with Mr. Sohan Roy, whatever he has said. And you please just elaborate some more problems which the schools and the colleges and the universities are facing.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Sohan Roy, for giving me this opportunity. Indeed, it is a great pleasure to be part of this panel discussion. And it is I came to know so many things about Indiewood, Project Indiewood just now through these videos. It is really a great thing Indiewood is doing in India, particularly for the education sector. actually I would like to talk about how the education system is evolved in India. Then what are the various things we need to take as educators to take into consideration to impart the best education. When I was going to school that time, we were having only blackboard and chalkpiece, and we never saw any overhead projector in 70s. Now in 80s, the overhead projector came. First time when it was in class, we all were surprised to see that. And the teacher was not allowing us to go near to that because we may spoil that. That kind of thing was there. Okay, then actually if you see in IIT also, in 1967, in IIT Bombay, the first computer came. Now that was not for the education purpose. Now by that time in the Western countries, the computers came into the education, but in India it was not there that time. And in fact, in IIT Bombay, the first computer science program started in 1980. Now that was too late. And 80 onwards, the computers actually technology evolved, and then many educational institutions were having the computers and etc. And the other thing was how rapidly the computer thing has changed, technology has changed is really amazing. And then the changes were incorporated by first the Western countries and slowly by Indian universities also. And the one thing is that how technology evolved. In 1956, 5 MB hard drive weight was 500 kg. Actually, 5 people were lifting the hard drive, and they were using the forklift to lift that. But whereas now 2 terabyte pen drive is very tiny and very small. Now how the technology has changed. Now when I was doing PhD in IIT, then I was carrying the floppy disk. Now I requested 2 of my friends when I was doing my final presentation to carry 2 more backups, because I am worried where it will be spoiled. Now my guide told me, ensure that it will work properly. Now floppy disk went, and then CD drive came, then DVD came, then pen drive came, and then cloud came. Now see the way technology is changing. Now all these things, as teachers, as the faculty members, we should incorporate into our education system. And if you follow the age-old education teaching methods, then it is not going to solve any purpose. Okay, then another very important thing all Indian education universities have to look into is that the outcome-based education. Now actually the students will know exactly what they are going to do after their graduation. Now the speciality of this outcome-based education is that the graduate attributes and then the program outcomes, the course outcomes are clearly defined. And the faculty have to teach all the courses, whatever courses they are teaching, in that OBE mode, that is outcome based education mode. Okay, then we will be able to make the industry ready students. Now the assessment also has to in the same mode, like they have to use different tools to enhance their skills and knowledge which are required for the industry. Now that is the first thing all educational institutions have to implement. Now in Manipal University, the Dubai campus, actually we follow that and we train our students in that particular direction. Like they should be industry ready students. The moment they graduate, they should be able to join the industry. Okay, that is the number one. The number 2 is the teaching methodology also. The faculty have to change. And now also the faculty will carry 30 years back what notes I have written. 20 years back what notes I have. They should not carry to the classroom. Okay, now they have to change their teaching pedagogy. Particularly, they have to. There are several ways, and I'll give you some of the ways how to. How to enhance the learning experience and the teaching experience. One is that so many videos are there available online. Now so many sites are there. Then the teacher should go and then download appropriate videos, and then they should use them in the classrooms. Now, some of the, there are several sites. For example, YouTube. YouTube is one of them. And actually, just now we saw the video. How the technology in the teaching. It was wonderful video. Now we need to get into. All teachers have to get into that mode. Then YouTube is there. Then TED Talks are there. Very inspiring TED Talks are there. Then there are several sites like Vimeo is there. Then MetaCafe is there. Amazon Education is there. Discovery Education is there. National Geography, and so on. There are 100 websites available for these kinds of videos. Now, the other way of teaching is that the case studies. Now, all the teachers should use some kind of case studies. Now, case studies, people may say, no, it is applicable only for the business students. But I don't agree. The case studies will applicable for all programs, all kinds of programs and courses. Then we should look into what are the various course studies cases. What are the cases are available, and we should use case studies and then teach. There are several of them available. Emerald is there. Harvard case studies are there. Stanford is there. EBSCO also, they have several case studies. Now, we need to tell the faculty that you please look into these and then find out the best case studies and then teach them